Yusuf, a couple of minutes ago, we've heard Prime Minister Raila Odinga speaking about the death of Nkaiseri. But in the wake of the death of Nkaiseri, the insecurity monster actually has reared his head again in Lamu County and specifically Lamu West. And the reports we are getting on the ground is that 9 people could have perished in an attack that was orchestrated last night, not far from Pandangoe area, that also witnessed 3 officers dying the other day. And therefore, it looks like Lamu West is now on the spot this time around. And of course, these attacks also believed to have been orchestrated by the al-Shabaab militants. Well, around Pandangoe area, we've been reporting it's not new actually to this attack, because even back in 2014 when there was the Mpeketoni skirmishes, there was also another attack at Pandangoe area, making it quite a volatile area. And this time around, it looks like this insecurity headache is now stretching even to Lamu West, because largely what has been volatile has been the northern part of Lamu, which has of course been having also all manner of all sorts of insecurity actually. And why it is even more riskier, very important really to combat what is coming from these al-Shabaab militants, it is the fact that there are now landmines that are actually planted at different spots, especially in northern Lamu, and that area has actually been declared an operational base by security forces. And of course, a couple of days ago we had the report, of course, the county coordinator, the regional coordinator for Coast here, Nelson Marwa, speaking about the likelihood of bombing the Boni forest, and that looks like he said that they're not really ruling out that as being an option. And the other day we got reports that there were reports that there could have been a bombing of a section of Boni forest. Therefore, the very latest coming from that part of Kenya, Lamu West, is the fact that some 9 people could have perished last night, and the reports we are getting that they could have actually have been beheaded by what is suspected to be these attacks, because there has been a lull, quite a huge lull in the last couple of months. We've not witnessed any of this, but now that actually looking back in a space of 1 month, there have been like a dozen+ deaths, all coming off from the county of Lamu, and especially the northern part of Lamu. We've had security apparatus here, those who are heading the Linda Boni operation, of course, exuding confidence and actually stating that they are making some headway, they are making some successes, but looks like they have not really neutered the insecurity scare that is in Lamu, and that is why we are witnessing a new fresh of attacks. And the attacks that we've been reporting have actually involved both security apparatus and also members, rather civilians also involved in this attack. And these civilians that have been involved in these attacks have largely been those who are being transported by security machines from one area to another. You will keep in mind the fact that in the northern part of Lamu especially, transport is a huge challenge, and therefore civilians have to, of course, depend on security apparatus to move them from one place to another. And that is why whenever such attacks happen, you will hear that they have involved not only the security forces, but also members of the public rather.